this is going to be a meditation to just feel it all, feel all the shit. A lot of times people that talk about manifestation will say like, oh, you need to be high vibe and feel good and be vibey, and like the reality is that's just not like how it's going to be 100% of the time. We all have to go through struggles and hardships and like some varying degrees. You know, some people see a lot of hardship and layers and layers and layers, and other people maybe see only a couple of those layers. But I really needed to just sit in these feelings. I've been wanting to like smoke myself stupid and just escape. And so I feel like, I know that's common. I know a lot of people use alcohol, movies, Instagram, shopping to like escape what they're actually feeling. And so I just want to create a safe space to feel our shit. Well, let me actually get. I really did this very impromptu, so I didn't really plan anything. But I'm gonna grab a light. Oh no, I have these actually. Grab a water though if you need one. That's the first thing. That's all I'll take. Just like 3 really deep breaths. It should be so deep that your posture has to change. It's okay. You can imagine a root system coming from the base of your spine, from your tailbone. Feel the support of whatever you're sitting on. Feel that you are being supported. You're not alone. If your body's asking to move in any way, feel free to move freely in the comfort of wherever you're watching this video. I think a lot of the time we try to run from the uncomfortable feelings because they're uncomfortable. Like who wants to be uncomfortable? Shit. Here we go. And I'm just speaking this from, I don't know, I guess experience, but in this present moment, it feels like I really don't know shit about shit. Like, I'm just gonna kind of share also, and just feel free wherever you're watching this. You can push pause and like release. You can talk as I'm talking. It's just like a safe place to just be in our shit and not feel like we have to be kind or we have to be loving and perfect and all these things. Like, you can just be here and like speak whatever it is that you're feeling. Like, name it. Allow your body to feel it. Me personally, the truth that I guess a truth that I'm like fully experiencing is just parenting is hard. Like, parenting is hard. And I know, yeah, people are like to say like, oh, just, and I used to say this shit too. Like, I'm not, this is something I've said, like, choose your happy, like, happiness is our choice. We can choose what we focus on. And that's true. We can choose what we focus on. But I think that there's also like power in just letting the shit be grimy and messy and like be here. So like, whatever you're experiencing that feels hard right now, like, it's okay. Like, life is really the spectrum of I don't know, human emotion, like human experience is on a spectrum, and I think you kind of have to like face it all, like you, I don't know, there's just a balance between ease and pull and resistance. Again, you can stretch in any way that you want. Snag a rainbow deck and just pull a card real quick. Oh. This one is new. I was planning on giving one away, so that'll just be this one. Alright, this is from the rainbow deck. I know my boobs are loud. They look bigger on camera, to be honest, but yeah, I'm breastfeeding. I'm not gonna fucking cover up my goddamn body to make other people comfortable, so yeah. Okay, remember that worry is prayer for what you don't want. Make some time to move your body and get out of your head. Recall a time you stressed about something that worked out perfectly in the end. Everything is going to be okay. And I'm hearing 3 in my head, so I'm going to do 3. Journaling and meditating won't always release anger. Ooh, excuse me. Sometimes yelling is what your body and mind need to release the pent-up emotion. Take this as your permission to scream it out without judging yourself. It's okay to yell. Yeah, I need that one because I can be a yeller. like boil over to the point of a lot of frustration. Like yelling is just kind of my release sometimes. And so this card is making me, in my head, be like, oh, let me scream into a pillow while the frustration is like building up and is getting hotter, if you will. And yeah, so that's just what came to mind. Like, you can scream into a pillow before you explode on like your family, because I'll like yell at my husband or lose it on my toddler or something. My rainbow deck. So I actually made this deck. It's a 72 card deck. Ooh. And they all come from my old journal entries from a journal that was with me for like 4 years. Okay. Focus on following your joy and doing what feels good rather than doing things out of obligation. And even just reading that first line, what comes up for me is, like, for me, parenting a specific way is like really what I feel pressure on right now, whether it's like self-induced pressure, societal pressure. But even just reading that, it's like I don't have to like sit at home and do dishes and laundry all fucking day and like wipe asses. Like, that doesn't have to be how my life exists. Like, that's because I'm at a point right now where that just like doesn't feel fun, doesn't feel good. I was just watching a show where these people were like, oh, I just want to be married and have a baby. And yeah, I just feel like maybe it's not talked about enough that like marriage is wonderful and you have a partner for life, and you create life together and you like build this home and this family with someone. Like, it's a big deal and it's really cool, and it's like a special gift that we can choose to take in this life. But on the flip side of that, like, it's not always an easy thing. It doesn't always feel easy. Like, find the right words, but yeah, it just doesn't always feel easy. It doesn't always feel so shiny, like when you're in it, especially with little kids, babies that like need full-time care, that can't take care of themselves, where you're needed like 24/7. And to be honest, right now I'm like 6 months postpartum with a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old, and yeah, it just feels like a lot. It's nice to even just like give myself that permission to just, it's hard, it's okay, it's okay. But when I read this card, I feel like I want to do the things that I would do. Like, sometimes I envy single people and just people that don't have like kids, or yeah, that obligation, that like 24/7 obligation. And I just wish that I could do all these different things, because those people that are single don't have this thing tying them down where they can't like do the things where they would normally do. And again, even saying that out loud, it's like I understand that's a story that I tell myself, and I can choose a different story, but that's a hill that's like this, and I'm like at this part of that hill right now, like maybe halfway up that hill. So yeah, this is kind of just a card pull, I guess, session on just feeling it and like knowing the next steps that you're gonna take, but it's also at the same time like giving yourself that space, like just like you would give yourself space to feel joy, like give yourself space to feel pain and hardship and up, you know. And the last part of this card, if it is not in alignment with your desires, let it go and trust the opportunities aligned with your purpose are coming. Trust that opportunities aligned with your purpose are coming. And just today I was thinking, like, man, I've really kind of lost my purpose in life. Like, I don't really know. When you have a baby or a new life added to your family, or things in your family change, it feels like your whole world gets upside down. For me, that's how it's felt, and that's not for everyone, but for me, a big part of this path I'm on, and just the parenting road and everything, like, it's trusting that is a part of my purpose. But again, for me personally, it doesn't feel like my whole purpose either. Like, I know some people, like I said, that show I was watching earlier, people are talking about, oh, I just want to be a stay-at-home wife and just take care of babies all day. And I don't know, it's like, it's not all it's cracked up to be like that. For me personally, that is not enough to, like, fill me up. And I miss, like, having a career. I miss sitting at a desk and getting things done. Feel free to journal things that you miss, write out things that you miss, anything. Like, just letting yourself feel it. Like, what do you miss about whatever feels hard right now? Like, what do you miss about, I guess, a previous version? And my therapist has taught me this, actually, but you just allow yourself to grieve. Like, you miss this. Okay, just grieve it. Just, like, move through that grief. It's something that, you know, it's a human emotion. It's on the spectrum of human emotion to feel grief. So it's like, just grieve that for a minute. I feel like grieving is almost the first step towards acceptance too. And so maybe the more that we can, like, grieve the things that we miss, the more that we're releasing, the more that, like, we can move on to the opportunities that are aligned with our purpose that are coming. And if you stayed to watch a video this long, about almost 20 minutes in, thank you for hanging with me. Like I said, I didn't plan this. I'm just, like, feeling some shit with my own life right now. And I just wanted to really just make a space where it's, like, safe to just feel your shit and not try to hide from it, not try to numb it, not try to make it end. But yeah, thank you for watching. And I will put a link to this deck in the video below, the rainbow deck, in the box below the video. My God, it's been a long week.